Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses, the Ashen Blue Lion Wolves. In the last part, we did Anna's Paralog and got the Secret Transport Corps, the bestest stride battalion ever, and in this one, we will be doing Flayn and Seteth's Paralog. Whatever it's called. An Ocean View, that's what it's called.
Please wait!
For the last time, Flayn, the answer is no.
You are departing for the Rhodos coast, are you not? I must come.
You will do no such thing. I am not going there to pay respects at the cemetery, but to do battle. With you there, I will be beside myself with worry. It will be easier for me to fight if I know you are safe.
But I must! Professor! You have come at just the right time.
What's going on? I don't like the sound of that.
Surely it must be fate that you have appeared at a time of my greatest need.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
My dear brother is about to set forth on a most dangerous mission.
A mission?
Indeed. The Western Church is attempting to seize sacred ground by force. With this action, they are no longer merely believers of a different creed. They are a dangerous threat that cannot be ignored. We cannot allow the holy artifacts enshrined there to fall into their hands.
I too wish to be of use to the Church. And I do admit I am terribly worried about my brother. No matter my protests, he will not allow me to come. Professor, this is where you can help. Will you accompany us both on this expedition?
Why me?
If you are there to protect me, my brother's fears will be allayed. Isn't that right, brother?
I suppose your aid would indeed be useful, yes.
I knew it! Please, Professor, will you join us?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Wonderful. Let us depart at once.
Alright, so that's how that starts off. What was I talking? Oh, right, the secret transport corps. Yeah, it's a flying battalion with stride, so that makes it extremely sexy. But I think you need an A rank in authority to equip it. So I think I've been trying to train up Annette's authority, so that way she'll be able to use it. Anyway, obviously for this paralog, we'll have to bring both Flayn and Seteth. I do believe it is possible to do this paralog after you've recruited Seteth. He does join automatically near the end of part 1. Go away, Anna. No one wants you. Let's see. So we're definitely going to bring Mercedes. Let's see here. And then who else would be good to bring? Oh, wait, no. We already brought along all 10, so that means I just need to figure out adjutants, which is pretty easy. We're going to give Balthus to Didu. Not to Didu. We gave Balthus to Yuri, Didu to Dimitri, and Manuela to Boyleth. Okay, yeah, that is how it will work out. Anyway, But yeah, so I've been trying to focus on getting Annette's authority rank up to A, so that way she can use this secret thingamadog. Oh, it only requires a B. Never mind, my bad. But having a flying stride battalion just makes Wyvern Riders even more broken, because stride was one of the big battalions that promoted use of a mounted unit, like a paladin or a bow knight or whatever, since they would be able to use stride and then canto off. But now that you can fly, there's really no reason to not focus on putting everyone into a Wyvern Rider and just have one of them with an authority boon focus on building up that authority rank, because now you can use all Wyvern Riders and you still get to stride. Isn't that fun? I think it's fun. Anyway, yeah, that battalion is pretty much the biggest reason why you should recruit Anna. Well, rather, that reward for her paralog.
You heretics who defile our goddess! The sacred coast belongs to us, the Western Church.
You are the heretics! Begone from here at once!
Silence, dog of the apostates. Prepare to receive our righteous blades.
Yeah, two people yelling heretic at each other without listening.
I will recapture the monument. Everyone else should focus on removing the surrounding enemies.
Wait, brother! I shall accompany you!
Flayn, it's pretty dangerous up there. Anyway, this map is an interesting one. It functions like a desert map in Fire Emblems of old.
It's all coming together.
In that it has a lot of weird terrain to traverse. On the sandy beaches, mounted units, in this case just Happy for me, mounted units have severely reduced mobility. The sand really cuts into their movement.
Please, let Mother rest in peace.
Not only that, the beach will also hamper the movement range of any non-magical infantry units.
I feel my strength.
I think that even includes thieves, assassins, and tricksters. We'll know for sure once we get to moving around Yuri and Boyleth. Anyway.
The sun.
So the best units to bring for this chapter are flying units and magic units. And conveniently, Flayn is most likely going to be a magical unit, and Seteth is most likely going to be a flying unit. Oh, right, yeah, and then I do believe you do have the option to wait until Seteth is also in your army before you do this.
Guide me well.
Well, not in your army, but a recruited unit before you actually do this paralogue. I think he joins in the last month that you have to get it done. So you could wait until Seteth is actually with you in order to do it, but the rewards you get for completing this paralogue are quite handy to have, so there's really no reason to wait. Might as well just do it as soon as possible. Right.
It's not over yet.
Yay, way to go, Mercedes.
Stay focused.
And I guess one thing that kind of makes this Let's Play a bit more, I don't know what the right word is, but pretend that I came up with it and that I used it. The part of what makes that this Let's Play a bit more like that as well is that I've been doing, that I also do some auxiliary battles off screen. So my characters have been gaining levels and such that that you, the audience, aren't aware of. So you get to see their final stats in action, but you didn't get to see them earn those stats, more or less.
As expected.
So it makes it tougher to keep track of where my character's at from a purely viewer perspective.
More polish never hurts.
Something I'll have to keep in mind for future Three Houses playthroughs, should I do those. Anyway, for this map, we have to take out 3 particular enemies.
Well done.
We got one. The Bishop Lady standing there is one of them. The second one is up north of the Bishop Lady, and the third one was that guy talking on that island way out there. Oh wow, being on the sand reduces your defense by 2? How did I never notice that before? I think this is the only game that does that. I think in other games, sandy terrain actually boosts your defense. Oh no, Mercedes, you can't quite kill that guy.
So helpful.
And now you can. Thank you, Rally Magic. Probably do it with just thunder, but Bolganone has more accuracy.
Let's keep our guard up. You can rely on me.
Yes, we can, Mercedes. Alright, and then... Yeah, the reason why so many units light up as green when I move Flayn is because she has Rescue. Looks like she has 1, 2, 3, 4 range with it. So 1, 2... There we go. Let's bring Happy up closer. I think Happy will have her full unmounted movement now that I took her off her horse. That said, I think it's only 4 because she's a Valkyrie. Okay. I do believe we're gonna have to kill every last one of them, so we may as well get on that. This map can play out in a couple of ways depending on how you deal with the bigger enemies. If you take out that guy on the island as soon as possible, and the other two boss enemies are still up.
It is our duty to worship Saint Kehoe. We will not allow heretics to come near.
They're just so vulnerable.
Oh wow, that was a battalion, or that was a gambit. Why do I keep forgetting about that? Anyway, if you take out the guy on the island, but before you take out the other two boss enemies, then he'll order them to retreat, and your objective will be to kill those two before they retreat. Or at least I think that's the way it works. Yeah, I haven't personally ever seen it play out that way, and I usually send a couple of units over this way to sweep up the boss enemies, or at least this one, and then I sweep up the other one as I go north, and then take out the third guy. And then since this is a kill every last one of the map, then you have to go back down and take out the other two.
Such power dwells within.
Not the other two, but the other units on the island. Oh, cool, Levin sword.
But it was for the sake of the goddess.
Nah, nah, nah. The road to hell is paved in good intentions, lady.
Thank you.
Although I don't know if your intentions are actually good. I don't even know what you're trying to do. You mentioned something about praising or worshipping Saint Chico. But that's about it, I guess. Well, let's go ahead and... No, Flayn can do 1 damage. Interesting. Probably not worth it, though. Let's just kill the Warlock.
Face it, I'm better than you.
Yeah, but I suppose that also highlights how unnecessary it is to train up units that you are otherwise required to use. You can pretty easily deal with things without having to put a specific unit or two into combat if you prefer not to.
Seems I prevailed.
You did prevail. Good job, Ingrid. And let's keep you in range of that Ashen, so that way you can take him out. Or at least damage him. Poor Flayn. But at least rescue's useful. Although, I should probably be a bit more judicious with it.
I am maturing at a rapid pace.
It's useful for getting experience, I suppose, but it's also handy to have around for emergencies. Anyway, let's go ahead and equip Miasma. And I just realized I shouldn't put Happy in that guy's range because I want him to attack Constance. The Dark Flyer class in this game has the ability Transmute, and when they get hit by a magical attack, a lot of their stats increase on the next turn. Does that count as getting hit by a magic attack? Yes, it does. So if they get attacked by someone using magic, it boosts their stats. Very handy stuff. Although the downside to the Dark Flyer class is when you master it, that is the skill you learn. So they give you the option to take Transmute into other classes, which is completely useless.
Easy peasy.
Well, not completely useless, I guess, but Dark Flyer is probably one of the more ideal magic classes to go into. Purely because it flies. That said, Bishop and Gremory are also still worth considering for more support-oriented mages like Lindhart and Lysithea, since Bishop and Gremory will double their warp
May my foes
uses.
someday forgive me.
And having more warp is never a bad thing. Let's go ahead and rescue Annette, so that way she can be available to help Seteth out for taking on the island. Seteth and Constance, and I believe Ingrid will be attacking from the south. Oh yeah.
I aim for greatness. I'm certain I've been...
You did improve, Ingrid. Good job. Good job. let's go ahead and put you over there. You're getting way too much experience, I suppose. Sorry, sleepy morning. It would be nice to get more experience on other characters, but and that said, you don't have to worry about who's getting experience in Fire Emblem. If someone's doing a good job, then you just let them continue to do a good job. There's no
protects us. We will never yield to the likes of you.
There's no pressure to make sure that everyone levels up evenly, despite my best efforts to actually do that. But no, if someone's in a position to complete an objective and you need to complete the objective, complete the objective. Don't fret over how it gets done, just make sure it does. Yay!
Goddess, have you abandoned us?
So that black pearl can actually be quite handy. This paralog becomes available this month, and this month is the White Heron Cup. The Black Pearl is a stat booster that will increase your charm. So if your chosen dancer is still a little bit short on charm, then being able to give them the Black Pearl before you finish this paralog could make the difference between them winning or losing. Most characters are able to easily qualify for a dancer, but there are some who will struggle for it, which can be disheartening if they're the ones you want to make dancer because they're your otherwise weakest unit. So, one of the people I recommended for dancer that might have trouble passing or winning would be Caspar, for example. Caspar, he has a low base charm stat and his growth is quite low too, so it is entirely possible that Caspar won't be able to unlock dancer, or I guess qualify is the right word. So even though he might be the best unit to pick for it, on account of him being not much better at anything else, if he doesn't have enough charm, then you might not want to pick him for it. But the +5 boost that you get from the monastery exploration, plus the I think the 2-point bonus you get from using the Black Pearl, that could make the difference for him.
I did what I had to.
Also, if you get a perfect tea time with someone, it'll increase their charm and Boyleth's charm by 1 each. But you have to get perfect tea time, and that costs an activity point, so I usually don't like to do tea. I just hate tea. It's better than coffee, though, but still. I'm just not a very good conversationalist. Alright, let's heal up Dimitri. Dimitri becomes so much easier to just rely on because he gets a lot of strength. He's very tough to hit. Dimitri's just the full package. If only he wasn't such a bishi. Seriously, I'm pretty sure I can see his sparkle around him every time he talks. I think Bishonen's the full word, but yeah, stupid bishi sparkles. Anyway. Since that guy doesn't move, I kind of want to give the kill to someone more specific, but I'm not entirely sure who. Might be nice to give it to Annette. Oh, wait, hold on. He has Kanto. I really hate it when they make you Kanto when the unit in question technically can't move anymore.
That worked out.
I think that situation arises when they're on a space that requires multiple, that requires them to use multiple, move points, I guess is the right word, to get over, and it only uses up like some of them, but they still have enough left over where they can't move, but they still technically have those points. Alright, who am I feeding the kill to? I guess I kind of want to do it with Happy, maybe? Or let's just go with Yuri.
Heretics,
Why not?
prepare to taste the power of the true servants of the goddess.
Although since Yuri's going to be dancing from now on, feeding him experience isn't really necessary.
Can't wait for my next brawl.
Sure, you can't, Balthus.
That is the last of them. Flayn, Will you place some flowers at the monument?
Of course, brother. That is what I came here to do.
Yay, Ingrid! As if any other possibility were possible. Yeah, so we get 2 battalions for completing this one. But that's not all we get.
Your assistance is most appreciated. I can only hope that the Western Church will now see reason and abandon this place. But just to be safe, I have retrieved the holy artifacts. We cannot risk them falling into their hands.
Ooh. Ah.
I will entrust them to you.
Wait, really?
I must confess, despite the situation, it was a pleasure to return here. This coast has a certain sentimental significance to my sister and me.
Sentimental significance?
This stone monument is not merely here to commemorate Saint Keyhole. It is also the grave of my wife.
You are safe now, Mother. Finally, you may find peace.
Wait, your mother is also buried here?
I suppose you have earned the right to know. But this must remain between us. Flayn is actually my daughter. My late wife and her mother are the same person.
Oh my goodness, I had no idea.
Due to certain circumstances, it is more convenient for us to masquerade as siblings for the time being. There are many who would seek to harm Flayn due to the unique blood she bears. Falsifying her identity is necessary to conceal her from such individuals. Mercifully, I happen to look quite young for my age. We make rather convincing siblings, do we not?
If you say so.
Mother loved the coast so much. She and I came here together often. Fishing was her favorite pastime. I used to sit and watch while she cast her line.
I remember it fondly. You did so love to eat the fish she caught as well.
Fish is my favorite food, it is true. Due in no small part to Mother.
I still come here to fish from time to time, using the skills my wife taught me. It reminds me how deeply I appreciate those years, and how I wish I could return to them.
We cannot turn back the clock, Father. We must live our lives fully, in the present moment.
You're right. That is what she always said, isn't it? Dwell too much on the past, and you may be unable to move forward. Come then. Let us return home.
Goodbye, Mother. I love you. I shall bring flowers again for you next time.
Yay! The Spear of Asel and the Caduceus Staff. These are very sexy items. But I'll go into more detail later. For now, I'll see you all next time.